Yo, what's up, everybody? JoJo here, another episode of JoJo Crypto Live. And today we're talking back about real estate and crypto real estate. And so, why not bring in somebody who knows a little bit about it? Mr. Scott Porter, also known as Scott Lawrence Porter on Instagram. You can go check out his Instagram, go give him a follow. And make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow me on Twitter, Joe Malillo Live, on everything. You can also go to jojocrypto.live as the website. What's up, Scott? Man, nice to have you, dude. Dude, it's great. Today's my birthday. I'm feeling great. Love doing it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Scott and I have never really met before. We just met through a mutual friend of ours, Niall Lundgren, who was on the show a couple of days ago. But Niall doesn't usually mess around, so he brings me real honest people who know a lot about this crypto world we're living in. So
go check them out for sure.
yeah, you got to check out Niall whenever you can. So, Scott, dude, thank you so much for joining the podcast or the live stream, soon to be podcast. As you guys can
Absolutely.
tell, even though it's my birthday, under the weather a little bit, went out to dinner. But you know what? We got to get the content out, right? It's all about content, man. So,
Got to get it done.
but we got good information. So, Scott, tell everybody where you're from, where you living now, and what you do.
Absolutely.
And then obviously let's try to link it up to crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. I was born and raised in New York, Long Island, the Hamptons to be more specific. Was born and raised there, and then I kind of knew as soon as I was done with high school, I was moving to Miami. So only applied to colleges down here, did undergrad down here, and I've been in Miami ever since. So coming up on 9 years almost, I've been in Miami. And then from there, I knew I was going to be a real estate agent. Kind of knew my plan before I even went into college. Got my real estate license, and started working in real estate as soon as I graduated. Um, to fast forward a few years, I'm at a big firm now doing my thing. I got a few good sales under my belt, like you mentioned. Now and I have done some great business together, and things are finally rolling. And in the last few years, invested in crypto, and that's why we're here. We're here now. Listen, I'm not retired, but I've been invested in crypto for a few years now, where I'm feeling very confident in the space, and I've had some great returns, and I keep learning about it more. And now being 27, right? So I'm a millennial, right? Being able to have an understanding of this crypto world, this space. That a lot of traditional real estate agents you think are, a little bit older, they're more refined, they're their late 40s or 50s. So you're dealing, with people's homes. You're not even just the emotional aspect of it. I mean, we're talking about a lot of money here, hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially in the markets that I'm in. I'm in Miami and I'm in New York. So I'm dealing with, some nice amounts of money, if you will. So having said that, being my age and being understanding of the crypto world and how it's transitioning in front of our eyes, right? As a currency, as a money, as a monetary value, to be able to tie that into real estate, it's something that I look forward to and am continuing to do. And living in Miami, I mean, I'm sure you've seen, read all these things. I mean, this place is really, I don't want to speak out of term. I don't want to call Miami something that it's not, but what's going on here with tech and crypto and the mayor and the government and the political bodies that are endorsing it and embracing it, it's unbelievable. I mean, there's multiple new condominium projects that are accepting cryptocurrency, um, as payment, if you will.
Dude, I'm pulling up your website so everybody can see.
Yeah,
Dude, I just pulled up Bay Avenue. Dude,
yeah,
$18 million sold. What's up with
yeah, man.
that,
I
bro?
was
That's a big. You want to talk about a lot of money, man. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah. Listen,
Congrats,
shout out.
congrats.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a lot of teamwork. That was a lot of the, connecting the dots at the right place at the right time. And listen, that was right before COVID. So, obviously the pandemic, everything in the world, the stock market, consumer pricing, everything fell. No one was leaving their houses. And Miami real estate, the same thing. No one knew what was going to happen. And then all of a sudden this uptick came when people realized we were going to be in this pandemic for a while, and the quality of life, right? And we got into it was right before the market went nuts, and it was getting these crazy bidding wars, these premiums, and Niall and I were able to secure that property, for our buyer, and it was an unbelievable experience. That was just about a year ago.
So, are you seeing now? Fast forward here to the end of 2021, about to be
Yeah.
2022. Are you seeing more people using crypto as a payment for real estate in Miami?
That's an interesting, it's an interesting question. It's a question that's at all the dinner conversations, right? You're seeing it because you've never seen it before. How widely accepted is it going down? I'm not sure,
You mean
but I can get.
it's more
It's in your face.
yeah,
It's people
yeah.
are talking about it. They're in the listing descriptions. I mean, cryptocurrency 2 or 3 years ago, that was not going to be on the Zillow link where, oh, buy this house, seller accepts cryptocurrency, right?
That's
Well, what's
insane.
just period, right? So you're seeing that which you've never seen before. I mean, now you have like 11, for example, which I'm an investor in, with Nile.
What's that
You
website?
can buy. So that's 11 residences. It's like one. To me, it's my favorite nightclub. It's one of the best nightclubs in Miami. Miami's all about nightlife and partying, and they built
No,
an
no, they
amazing.
go to
They
bed
built.
there. They go to bed there.
Listen, they built an amazing brand and they transitioned into this expanding market. And I'm sure the Staples Center obviously is crypto.com now. So Miami, the same thing. We had American Airlines Arena. That's now FTX, Arena. And they partnered with 11 to take cryptocurrency as a payment. So if you're interested in purchasing a condominium, you can use their networks, however they do it, with their technology and what they want, to actually purchase a condominium using, I believe, one of the major coins.
That's dope. That's dope. So
I mean, they were one of the first clubs that you could get bottle service and pay in cryptocurrency. I've done that. I've done it personally. I've paid them in
yeah,
in
but then it's
in
gone.
in cryptocurrency.
Which cryptocurrency are we
Man,
talking? Are we talking ETH? Are we
if
talking?
what's Ethereum?
So
Ethereum. Yeah,
ETH is okay.
exactly.
I'm down with ETH. I'm down with giving away some
Exactly.
ETH.
Listen. You gotta do things. You gotta move and shake. There's a learning curve to everything. And the fact that I can sit here and talk to you and tell you this story, I'm happy that I did it.
I gotta keep coughing. Sorry, everybody.
No,
Here's
you're
the
good,
here's the
bro.
deal. So yeah, no, it's not good. We're trying to make this so it's an enjoyable experience for the listeners. So here's the deal. So I pulled up the residences and I had 11 hotel and residence Miami up.
Yeah.
While you were talking about it, but it looks like a great place to live. Would love to be a crypto millionaire and be able to buy whatever crypto residence that I want to buy.
Yeah.
So it's funny because people watching this could look at this stream two different ways. Are we
Mhm.
talking about meta Decentraland sandbox real estate? Are we talking about
Mhm.
real world real estate buying with crypto? And
Yeah.
I'm down to talk about it like real world application for this because I think it's really hard. So I would say talk as a 27-year-old
Yeah.
talking through this world with maybe some of the older generation that you work with. What are you hearing from
Mhm.
them?
Money's money, right? I think with real estate agents, I mean, listen, we're sharks, we're salesmen, right? I mean, let's just call it what it is, right? So if a deal's going to get done, a deal's going to get done. At least I know from my philosophies, if someone wants to get a deal done, I'm going to get the deal done, no matter if it's in pennies, if it's in cash, if it's in check, if they're getting a loan, if it's in Bitcoin, Ethereum. And I can talk about Bitcoin and
Don't do
Ethereum and
pennies.
Dogecoin and no, but you know what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna get the deal done. So the fact that I'm knowledgeable about it and I
Hmm.
can I can speak to an older seller or an older buyer that I have, right? That isn't the 25-year-old crypto kid who has, bored apes and all that stuff, because I have those clients as well, which is a whole nother, topic of the conversation, right? But really with speaking with this, I mean, listen, how many, younger people are there that are buying homes for, million, two, three, $5 million? And like I said, in Miami, these are the markets that I'm dealing with. And it's another thing I actually, when we spoke yesterday, that I want to touch upon, is the wealth that's being created with cryptocurrency at such a young age. I have my younger cousin is very close to me. He lives in Los Angeles right now, and a lot of his friends have become my friends over the years. He's a few years younger than me, and these kids have rented apartments from me in Miami. $4, 5, $6,000 a month. Great, right? It's great for everyone. Now they're buying. It's a lot bigger deal to put down two, three. I mean, we're talking 20% of a million's 200 grand. Talking about buying a $2, $3 million place. We're talking about $1 million liquid in 2 years.
Let's go. I mean, that's the kind of
I
shit.
mean,
That's the kind of stuff
off
we
off
need, though.
cryptocurrency, off NFTs, off
Sure,
of this
sure.
whole new world, if you will.
Do you find
I'm
do you
seeing it before
find
my
that
eyes.
those people trust you more than maybe somebody who doesn't understand crypto?
In that aspect, 100%,
Yeah, yeah.
100%. Absolutely. And just like people would listen, I'll be the first one to say it, there's better real estate agents, than me. Do I think I'm a great listen, I'm going to get the job done. I know what I'm doing. I'm very confident in my ability,
Sure.
but I'm 27. I've only been on the planet for 27 years. Right. So how much can you do? But I know about this, whereas the other guy might. So
Yeah.
that gives me
Yeah.
the advantage in this scenario.
Um, where do you see, at least upcoming here, NFTs in the real estate? I mean, like, can my apartment that I'm buying come with an NFT that says I bought it, like a smart contract?
I think so. That's what we're working on right now. I'm going to a bunch of conferences. I'm speaking to a lot of people about the smart contract blockchain technology. Because with real estate, there's so many different aspects you tie it into crypto, right? Like you touched on it before with sandbox and stuff like that with supply and demand. So you have that aspect of it. Then you have blockchain and smart contracts of ownership of real estate, right? So you have hard assets versus NFTs, right? So you have your real estate. So there's so many different ways to combine it, and I do think it'll all be seamless. I think it's going to take a little bit longer, right, to implement smart contracts and blockchain for actual ownership of real estate. I think it'll come sooner than later because I personally, the pandemic to me really sped the world up like 10, 15 years, right? With technology and crypto and all these things. So I'm confident that, it could be a year, it could be 5 years, it could be 10 years. But I think that all the digital aspects that cryptocurrency and NFTs, the ownership, the buying, all of that stuff will eventually be synonymous with real estate ownership of traditional ownership. Just like, you have people that are buying multifamily assets and they're getting investors, syndication, right? It'll all be digital. It'll all be on a coin. It'll all move over to that entire space, without a doubt, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you're sitting here right at the forefront talking about it, like you know
Trying to be,
about it. That's the
trying to be.
that's the
Listen,
funny thing is I mean I feel like my knowledge is basic, right? Like at this point, I mean my knowledge of what I know about blockchain technology comparatively to some of the developers that I've talked to, like nowhere near. I'm at a point one and they're at 100, right? So
I I couldn't agree more. And it's interesting for you to say that is because the people that I'm talking to that I'm able to explain my simple understanding of this technology are, to me, I look up to them, right? I
yeah,
respect
yeah,
them for their minds, for their success,
yeah, their
whether it's
work ethic.
financial or tech. So if these guys that are more successful than me in different aspects are smarter than me, right? I'm a humble, I'm the first one to say it. There's people that are smarter than you.
You
And if
scream
they're having
humble.
success,
You scream humble, Scott. You just.
if they,
I'm just kidding, dude. You're a
if
baller.
they, if these people that I respect and I listen, I look up to are doing these things, it's only in my best interest to learn it and educate myself and, and become knowledgeable in that field. Right.
So you're a believer of Bitcoin getting to 100 to $250,000 over the next 10 years.
Let's put it all in black. Let's rock.
I know, I know.
Like,
I
come on, let's
I just bought
go.
more today. I just bought more today.
Yeah.
Just put it in the vault, let it sit there for
Yeah.
10, 15 years.
That's what every month, man, dollar cost averaging. It just some of my first big break clients, right when I got started when I was 21, 22, they were crypto traders, and this is 6 years ago, and it was the first place I ever rented. It was $20,000 a month. It was a house on the water, and it was the biggest deal I ever done at the time, and it was unbelievable. And they were buying Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these things, and I mean they had a lot of money back then, it was $20,000 a month, and now the places we're renting are 200,000 a month. It's
Yeah,
wild,
just freaking pennies.
absolutely, it's absolutely wild.
So give me a little bit about your personal experience with crypto. Yeah, we've been talking about how you're doing it with work, right? From a real
Hmm.
estate agent dealing with people who are
Hmm.
using Bitcoin to
Yeah,
purchase. You gave us a great example of somebody or 11. This is accepting
yeah,
Bitcoin, but give
yep.
us give me a little bit about your philosophy on either buying crypto, but more importantly, tell me about your NFTs that you own that you're looking into, and I'd love to hear that.
Absolutely. So I would say that with me being 27, I was at Business School for a little bit for financial literacy. Learning about cash flow models and pro formas and just increasing my knowledge. Right, knowledge is power. And realizing any investment that it takes time. I'm not. you have to invest and you have to hold and you have to wait. And if I just hold it and waited from when I started buying Bitcoin, I'd be in a very different position now. So over the last 4 or 5 years, just watching and holding and working harder to hold more, because I'm not at a position yet. I still need to sell real estate. I need to do things to be able to hold that and invest over time. I mean, I know Bitcoin's going to be here and here and here and here. So really just being able to hold, and every single time I've held, if you will, I still continue to hold. It's up. I'm green. I'm happy. So it's like, it I can't, it's down 20%, it's down 30% right now. Great. What is it up though? It doesn't,
Yeah, what's a
it's not
lifetime?
affecting
What's it
me.
up lifetime?
Hold,
I mean,
just
imagine,
just
dude. I
hold
mean,
on.
that's why we're doing it now. That's why I feel so
Yep.
strongly about it right now. And I'm sure
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm like, I bet 10% of the world was just like, all right, I'm doing this like I am
Yeah.
because of this
hmm
year, because of what happened in 2021. I mean,
I mean, listen, you take everything into consideration. I mean, the political climates of things, economic factors. I mean, literally, you can look at
inflation.
everything and kind of not that Bitcoin's an answer. It's not going to, it's doing a lot, but I don't know what the answer is. But all those things pushed more people, I believe,
We're
into this.
we're not financial advisors. Please don't take our advice
No,
and then go out and
Jesus,
lose all your money and your life savings. Do
no,
some research for yourself. I'll give you freaking
please.
links. Go to my website. There's links on there. Listen,
Mhm.
here's the deal. Follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet things that I think are important, but I am not a
Yeah,
financial advisor, so it's really important you hear that. So, got to put
thank
that
you.
disclosure out there.
Full disclosure, full disclosure, full disclosure.
So,
Um,
um,
but
so what
yeah,
about NFT space? Because we cover that a lot.
absolutely.
What are you feeling on, and what's going on in Miami that's got you turning your head or paying attention to?
It's basically everything that's going on in Miami right now is related to cryptocurrency and NFTs.
No way.
Last 2 or 3 weeks was first weekend of December, Art Basel. It's kind of like Miami's year, Miami's week, if you will, of the year, right? You have New York Fashion and Paris Fashion Week and all these things. That's kind of like Miami's time to shine, right? And this whole Basel was all NFT galleries and NFT works and NFT parties and NFT launches and all these things. So it's been in a full immersion. All the art galleries here are NFTs. All the billboards on I live in Brickell. I live in the metropolitan area, so I don't live on the beach. I live in the city, right, in apartment buildings.
Sure.
All the billboards are cryptocurrency, are NFT launches, minting, are all these things, advertising, brand awareness for all these things. So I mean, you really just can't escape it. If you live in Miami, it's so in your face, to be honest with you.
Yeah, dude, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
Steve Aoki, man, future of innovation, talking
Yep.
about Time Magazine, talking about how the NFT space at Art Basel changed everything. It it,
Yeah.
it projected it. So
A hundred percent.
do you are you a big buyer and trader, or do you like to flip them? What's your deal?
So
Do
to
you
be
like to
completely
hold them?
honest with you, yeah, I like to hold things. I'm learning that as I get older in life. If I don't need to sell it, I'm not going to sell it. Listen, everything's got a price. There's no doubt about it. Everything's got a price. But I like to collect things. I collected sneakers growing up. So I like collections. I like doing that. And I realized after learning about NFTs and all these things, I realized, okay, how do I buy these things? So I went through the learning curve, and basically the last 6 months were really my learning curve of buying and losing money, buying and not buying things that I like, buying them because, oh, maybe this is going to go up, instead of buying something that I like, the intrinsic value of me looking at it on my monitor, right? Or enjoying it or showing it or making it my icon on Instagram, right? Something like that. So I dropped the ball on that a few times, but listen, you gotta take L's to appreciate the W's. So right now, I mean, I personally am going. I think. I mean, listen, I'm a newbie. I'm a rookie. There's so much going on in the space that it drives my mind a little crazy with these new projects and the people that I follow on Instagram for years. My friends, they're this project, blah. It's all this stuff. So right now, I kind of just browse around and listen. What I like, what I think is cool, what I would want to display in my house as a piece of art. That's what I'm gonna go after. So I learned all the different ways to buy NFTs for me that I think. So the MetaMask, the Phantom Wallet, Solana network, Ethereum network, gas fees.
How much have you lost in Solana from being rugged?
Listen, it's there's ups and downs, right? There's ups and downs, but I just learning, because when I want to fire, when I want something, I want to be able to do it seamlessly. I've never had a Chrome extension before. I didn't know what a MetaMask, how to do these things with these wallets and this stuff. But now I know. Now I can talk about it. Now I can sit here and have a conversation. And when I want it, I can go and get it. I'm not like, oh, this is too much for me. I don't know how to do this. I'm intimidated. I'm scared. I don't want to lose money. It's a scam.
Yeah.
I know how to do it.
I
know what it's going to cost.
I love when people say it's a scam, because that just means that they're not ready, and that's fine. Because right now I want as little people in the space as possible, because I don't want it to blow up too quick.
Exactly. And I'm truthfully, I'm a pretty big firm believer just in the entirety of the space. And I think that right now it's so in the early stages that I think anything, listen, there's different ways to look at stuff, right? You can look at stuff as an investment. You can look at stuff as buying it because you want it. Like I bought a pair of used Nike Dunks the other day on eBay because I couldn't afford them when I was a kid. And they came out in 2004 and you can't get them anymore and they're slightly used. But to me, that, like, having them in that box, to me, that's special.
Yeah, but that's the best part about all of this. That's the best part about us collecting and.
Exactly. You get that like rush. So I think that anything that's like cool or trendy or popular or supply and demand, simple economics, I think anything right now is so early in the space that it's inevitably going to go up over time as an investment standpoint.
So give me 2 NFTs that you like. I want to pull them up and show everybody just to show what you're into.
Definitely the Damien Hirst. I do like art. I like modern pop, contemporary art. So definitely the Damien Hirst thing. I think it's super cool that he was one of the, world renowned. Obviously you have the apes and all this stuff, but at least for me, it was the first one that was on my radar. That was someone that I knew as a real artist, if you will, right? Someone that's in, that has notable works that are sold. His works have sold for tens of millions of dollars to do an NFT. So I thought that was super cool. So that, and then truthfully, I'm supporting a lot of my friends' new projects that are coming out. I have a lot of friends that are in the space.
Shill away, bro. Shill away.
A lot of friends that are in the space. And I have this one group right now, and I'd love to talk more about it, but I told them I was going on this, and they're like, "Yo, don't say anything."
Okay, don't say anything.
But exactly.
But people should follow your Instagram for when you're ready to say something.
That's what I'm talking about. They should follow me. And I have these people know who they are, and they're good friends of mine, and they're working on this project. And like, I'm heavily invested personally, mentally. I'm talking about it with people that I'm able to, and I'm looking forward to that. But listen, everything is so new. As I'm sure as you saw, like a lot of people were launching marketplaces and NFTs, and the consumer experience wasn't good.
Right.
It's still really important. You got to remember, you got to give the consumer, no matter if you want, this demand is so limited, you got to give the consumer some sort of a good experience. Right. So I think the guys that were, my friends, if you will, and obviously I'll send this link to you and we're in due time.
Oh, yeah.
They're waiting to have the user experience the right way, the utilities the right way, the roadmaps the right way, to do it the right way, to make it legit. Because listen, anyone can go make an NFT, right? You see the TikTok, you go on Fiverr, 10,000 NFTs, $100, which is so cool at the same time, right? It's so interesting.
Yeah, but just because everybody can do it doesn't mean everybody should do it. So.
I completely agree. Agree. Plus, but the fact that anyone is able to financially benefit all, does that make, at least for me, everything is very financially motivated. I'm a salesperson at the end of the day, right?
Yeah,
so I'm looking at
there's
things
this
how can I gain?
Yeah, no, exactly. And truth of the matter is there's this Pixelsaurus, and it's a kid and his dad in London who made it, right? And it's like, it's little pixel dinosaurs, to help mental illness. It's a good project to be behind, but like, that's a perfect example of somebody trying to do good. Go ahead and do that. But me, 100%. Joe Malillo, sitting here making 10,000 NFTs that look like little lions or apes or croaks. I don't know.
If you want to go and spend the money and your time and go do that and hope it goes great, that's fucking awesome.
Nah,
man.
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'll buy him.
And
I'll
that's
buy
why
him.
that's why I said that. Exactly. No, I think it's cool. I've had this idea when I first got into real estate. This is a cool story. I've never actually told this before. When I
Great.
first got into real estate, one of the first people that I met that I wanted to work for, he was a manager of the office, and he told me, he said, as a real estate agent, especially in Miami, there's going to be a point in time where if you have the success that I think you're going to have, Scott, he was telling me, your commission checks will be large, right? 50% of these sales are 10, 15, 20, $30 million. You should focus on donating some to charity, right? It's good for your brand. You're giving back. You're making this money. All the good things that can come with philanthropy, and that really stuck in my head. And I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, how can you, as a realtor, how can I make it easier for real estate agents to be charitable, to donate, right? And make it easier, not in a sense that, listen, you can go write a check, it's very easy, but it's like I had this idea of setting up a charity through a real estate thing and doing it. But now, like, I could just do almost like NFTs essentially, right? And have the utility of doing that charitable function through all of these things. Whereas before it would have been this time consuming project. And now I have this new thing. And it's so I think the possibilities are endless, especially.
So it's in simple terms for everybody as we break this down to a third grade level.
Yeah.
If I'm a real estate agent in Miami and you're selling charitable real estate NFTs, I can go to Scott and say, yo, what's up? I want to buy one of these because I know that you're going to donate it to charity, and it proves on my wallet on the blockchain that I'm giving. So I can't just claim that on my website and say, hey, Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Millionaire buying my thing. I want to prove to you that I'm actually giving back to the community through this program, and everything has integrity. So all of a sudden now you can talk the talk all day. Just like we're salespeople, right? Like sales,
Thank you.
we're gonna be talking talk all day. At what point can you hold my feet to the fire and actually make it a real thing? So
Exactly. Couldn't have said that. That could have been communicated any better out of my mouth. But exactly, that's super cool. I listen to actually a lot of my knowledge comes from a podcast I listen to. It's a weekly podcast by celebrity pop culture icon, this guy Ben Baller. I don't know if you're familiar or not. He's a jeweler, etc. He's into the crypto space as well, and
Ben
NFTs.
Baller,
And I get a
huh?
lot of Ben Baller, yeah. And I get a lot of stuff from. It's a business-oriented podcast, a little bit of pop culture, fashion, jewelry, sports, all these things. And he's very into crypto and NFT. So I listen to that for a lot of my NFT. It's a weekly thing, right? So I get a lot of stuff off of that, to be honest with you.
Dude, I'm pulling him up right now. He's
Yeah,
on the
cool. Check
screen.
it out.
Ben Baller, Behind the Baller podcast. He looks
Yeah.
like a baller. Gray t-shirt, sunglasses. That's all you need.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, listen, I've been collecting sneakers for a long time. He was in the sneaker industry, so a lot of my stuff relates to my childhood, just like all of us, right? Um, Stuff like that. So, but a
Well,
lot of his, I get a lot of NFT information from him for sure.
that's awesome, man. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I would say if we could, because we're about to hit 30 minutes here, and I think unless there's anything pressing that you really want to talk about, I mean, I did want to get into a little bit of different stuff. I wanted to ask you your opinion if you had advice for people in real estate, but since we're on a crypto podcast, kind of keep it in that terminology.
100%.
But before you do that, something that I did want to ask you about was kind of the Celsius stuff going on. And if you could explain that and just kind of give a shout out to what that is, because earning with your crypto is one thing, but doing it the Celsius way is another thing. And since I know you know a lot about it, I kind of wanted you to talk about it.
Yeah. So I actually, this is pretty cool. And shout out to my father, Chip.
Yo, Chip Porter.
Thank you very much. Yeah. He was an early adopter of crypto. So a lot of my knowledge also comes from him. And we're very close in business and a lot of things. And he told me about Celsius. We were using a few different exchanges before to hold some Bitcoin and stuff like that, whether it was Gemini or all these different things. And we found Celsius and we really enjoy the product and everything that has to go with it. If you haven't checked out Celsius, it's a storage. Definitely check that out. I think the app is great. The customer service is unbelievable. And with that, we like, me personally, I like the rewards that I get for having my crypto in it, such as Bitcoin. I don't know what the current rates are. I haven't checked them in a little bit, but I'm getting weekly rewards for holding my cryptocurrency in the wallet, which is great. And then now, with borrowing, right? With borrowing against your cryptocurrency, so leveraging, right? So it's tying back to real estate, leveraging commonly used in real estate to use money to buy, for more money. But that's something that I've been doing is with via Celsius is actually leveraging my crypto to buy other assets, right? So if I'm in crypto and I believe Bitcoin's going to go to 100K, right? It's at 48, 47 as we speak right now, hovering around there. I know it's going to go 100K. Why am I going to traditionally you'd sell your stocks, right? And you would take your money and you would reinvest it in something else, time cost of capital, right? How much is, why am I in this investment when I could be in this investment? I'm in real estate. I want to invest in real estate. I want to grow a real estate portfolio. My Bitcoin's going up. Why am I going to sell my Bitcoin if I think it's going to keep going up? Why not borrow against it, buy my real estate? I know what I'm doing in real estate, so I'm not worried about paying my loan back and understanding it because I know what I'm doing. Again, it's not financial advice, right? Please take your own risks at all times. This is just my story.
Yeah, you guys understand that we're not financial advisors. Please don't take our stuff.
At all.
We're just telling you a story. Just listen to our freaking story.
Yeah,
shut up and do your own research. Do some push-ups. Do some freaking push-ups.
Literally just a story, and it's worked for me, and sometimes it doesn't work, right? So, but I've been doing that. I think Bitcoin's going up, so why am I going to sell an asset that I know is going to keep appreciating over time, right? Bitcoin going up, so I'm borrowing against it and I'm buying real estate. So now I have my Bitcoin, right? That's locked. You can't do anything with it, but you're still collecting appreciation. You're still collecting rewards. You can't sell it, right? Because you're borrowing against it, right? No credit check, so it's not on your credit report. No, nothing. So then you're not effective for when you want to get a mortgage or anything like that, right? Because you only have, what is that? Financial advisors say should have 2 or 3 hard inquiries a year, if that, right? So you're doing that. So now I'm borrowing money to buy more cash flowing assets while my Bitcoin's going up, while my real estate's appreciating, while I'm reducing my tax bill because I'm depreciating my real estate against my taxes. I mean, it's a win-win, right? So I'm literally collecting money 3 or 4 different ways by doing 2 things one thing that I do as my day job, real estate. And the other thing that I do is, I've had some success in Bitcoin, and I learn every day about it. I read books, I listen to podcasts, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to Niall. So it's all, I'm benefiting from it. So the only thing I would say is if you don't know about it, if you're not in it, check it out and check it out now.
How much would Celsius be like Gemini? I'm sorry to throw a random question at you right now.
Yeah, no.
Because if you don't know about Gemini, that's fine. I'm just in Gemini.
Yeah, no, I've used all the exchanges. I'm staking in various different, little amounts in different, because I got to try it out. And the only way for me to try it out is
you put real money in it.
Put real money in, $10, $100, whatever. Figure out what the deal is, right?
Sure.
Gemini, I wasn't the biggest fan of. Celsius, I really like. I don't know if it's just the interface, if it's it's something. I'm a consumer, right? It got me, and it's working.
Dude, I have to agree to you on the Gemini interface. Yeah. I definitely
listen. That's a personal. Listen, I'm staking Ethereum on Coinbase because I want to see what it's about, and I'm staking Ethereum and Bitcoin on Celsius. I'm doing the same exact thing. I'm collecting different rates on each of them, but I want to see what's up. I want to see what it's about. Like I did the other day. I wanted to mess around. That's I like investing in projects. So I think it's cool. Cryptocurrency, you're using real money, right? It's to me that and you can use little bits of money. You don't need to use a lot of money. I think that's really cool. About crypto, and you can do different things and try and hustle and scheme and make some money.
I think it's crazy that if you have $100,000 in Bitcoin, you can take $10,000 on a loan out from Coinbase or Celsius or one of these places.
You can take 50%.
Yeah, you take 50%, but I'm just saying, take 10 grand and roll and buy a fucking buy a freaking apartment and flip it, make money, and then put the Bitcoin back in, and then put the 10 grand.
So I'm doing a real estate deal right now where we're buying. I'm a partner in it. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just a capital investor, right? For everyone that's listening. And we're buying a 10-unit apartment complex, and the time has come for me to write my portion of equity to purchase the project. And I said, oh well, why am I going to sell a stock and pay capital gains, or why am I going to sell Bitcoin? I think it's going to go up. Why not just borrow the money that's needed because I have it in Bitcoin? Okay, so why would I just listen, read any financial
worst case scenario, if you can't pay it back, they're just going to take your Bitcoin. So you would have lost that
Read
money.
any financial literacy book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, any of these books, lending money, right? You're not paying taxes on it; it's someone else's money. Great,
Dude. Thank you, Scott. This has
absolutely, man.
has
Listen,
been massively
I love
educational.
talking about this stuff.
Yeah, no, this is good. You're welcome back anytime you want on the podcast.
Thank you, man.
If
Thank
you-
you. And
if-
I want to shout out to Niall one more time. Absolutely, Niall. Thank you very
Screw
much.
Niall,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Screw Niall. Nobody wants to talk about
come on,
Niall.
man. Come on, man.
This guy every time I'm on a podcast, we got to talk about Niall. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all about Mr. Clean.
No, listen, Niall's one of my best friends ever. So yeah,
Absolutely.
anytime I can give him love, he's the one who pushed me
Yeah.
to do this, do this stream, even when
Yeah.
I'm sick and trying to
Yeah,
mute on my coughs so that you guys
He
don't.
gets me. I get weekly phone calls from him. You putting out content? You doing your thing?
Yeah,
on
what are you
TikTok
doing?
Yet?
What are you doing? Why are you
Weekly phone call.
Here, let's
and I'm not even on a team. I don't. We're just friends. And
Yeah.
that's just his energy.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just him being who he is.
28 million in gross residential sales. Residential leases about 20 plus. At least 1.5 commercial leases transactions.
We gotta update that a little bit. We're
That's
working on
okay.
the content.
That's okay,
Working on
dude.
the
I gotta
content
say,
right now.
it's a hot thing. I love the look. You look great, man. Keep it up,
Thank you,
Scott
man.
Lawrence
Appreciate
Porter. You guys go follow him
Absolutely.
on Instagram. Go follow him on his website. Get a hold of him if you need help. If you want to learn more about crypto, he's gonna be putting content out because if he's not putting content out, he's doing push-ups. So here's the deal, dude. Go do
Exactly.
50 push-ups, everybody. I'm gonna go rest my voice here. Thanks everybody for joining me.
Get some
And
rest,
Scott,
bro.
thanks. Go.
Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah,
Say
yeah,
that. Make sure I
thanks.
get that in before you let me go. Happy birthday, man. Listen, thank you for having me on. And bro, I'll speak soon. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to coming back on.
we're gonna keep this going. I know I'm gonna have opportunities as things keep progressing here. I keep meeting people in the space. They keep inviting me to do stuff. So I'm bringing you
Great.
along with me, man. Let's keep going.
Awesome.
All right, buddy.
Man. Have a great one.
All right, man. Everybody, we'll see you later. And thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Are you listening?
Oh, got one. Sorry, everybody.